There's a reason why some people work their entire lives and stay broke while others build wealth in just a few years. It's not luck, it's not talent, and it's definitely not because they started with more money. The difference is simple. They avoid 7 specific traps that most people fall into without even realizing it. These traps look like smart decisions on the surface. Your parents probably encouraged some of them. Society definitely rewards a few of them. But in reality, they're quietly destroying your financial future. Today, we're breaking down all 7. And if you're honest with yourself, you're probably stuck in at least 3 of them right now. Let's get into it. But first, real talk. Here's why most people never escape these traps. Mental exhaustion. They're so drained, so overwhelmed by decisions that they freeze. They know what they should do, but they can't execute. High achievers use simple mental reset tools to stay sharp during critical decisions. If that sounds familiar, there's something in the description that might help. All right. Trap number 1. Chasing the paycheck instead of the skill. Do people graduate college? Same degree, similar intelligence. Person A takes a job at a big corporation. $70,000 a year. Great benefits. Everyone's impressed. Person B takes a job at a scrappy startup. $40,000 a year. No clear path. People think they made a mistake. Fast forward 5 years. Who's worth more? Person A learned corporate politics and report writing. Valuable? Maybe. Irreplaceable? No. Person B learned how to build products, talk to customers, and solve problems nobody solved before. By year 5, Person A is making $90,000. Person B just launched their own company and is on track to do $500,000. Here's the difference. Person A optimized for immediate income. Person B optimized for long-term capability. And here's the controversial truth. The job that pays you the most today is usually the one that limits you the most tomorrow. High-paying corporate jobs give you just enough money to make leaving painful. Golden handcuffs. But jobs that force you to struggle and learn multiple skills, those turn you into someone who can create money out of thin air. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, people who prioritize skill acquisition over salary in their 20s end up earning 3 to 5 times more by their 40s. So here's the question. Are you building skills that make you valuable, or just trading time for a paycheck? Trap number 2. Buying status instead of assets. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button. We expose money traps like this every week. Imagine 2 people making $100,000 a year. Person A buys a $50,000 BMW, posts it on Instagram. Everyone thinks they're successful. Person B keeps their 10-year-old Honda and invests that $50,000 in index funds. 10 years later, Person A's car is worth $15,000. They lost $35,000. Person B, that $50,000 is now worth over $120,000, and they still have a car. Here's the brutal reality. Most people who look rich are broke, and most people who are actually rich look boring. Real wealth is invisible. It's assets that generate income while you sleep. The average millionaire in America drives a 4-year-old car, lives in a modest house, doesn't wear expensive watches. Why? Because every dollar you spend on looking rich is a dollar that can't make you actually rich. According to Credit Karma, 64% of Americans admit to going into debt to keep up with their friends' lifestyles. Here's the fix. Stop buying things that lose value. Start buying things that gain value. Stocks, real estate, businesses, skills, these appreciate. Cars and clothes, they depreciate immediately. Quick note, you're probably noticing the animated visuals in this video. There's a reason. Research shows people retain information 65% better when it's presented visually. If you're creating content, tools like Instadoodle make it easy to add professional animations without design skills. The link in the description is an affiliate product. If you check it out, this video earns a commission. Just wanted to be transparent. Trap number 3. Trying to do everything alone. Here's a myth. The self-made billionaire. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. We think they did it all by themselves. That's false. Elon was part of the PayPal Mafia, a group who invested in each other's companies. That network launched YouTube, LinkedIn, SpaceX, and dozens of billion-dollar companies. Mark had co-founders, early investors like Peter Thiel, and advisors who guided Facebook. Jeff had 22 investors in Amazon's early days. Nobody builds wealth alone. But most people think they need a billion-dollar idea and genius co-founders. Wrong. You just need to stop doing everything yourself. Practical example, you're good at video editing. 20 hours a week at $50 an hour. That's $1,000. But what if you hired 2 editors at $30 an hour and managed them? Suddenly you're doing 40 hours of work. That's $2,000. Minus editors, you're clearing $1,600 while working less. That's leverage. The fastest path to wealth isn't doing everything yourself. It's building a system where talented people multiply your efforts. Trap number 4. Listening to too many voices. How many people are giving you career advice right now? Your parents? Friends? Professors? Boss? Random internet people? Everyone has an opinion. Most are worthless. Why? Most people give advice based on their life, not yours. Your parents want you safe. Friends want you relatable. Your boss wants you loyal. None want you to take the risks required to build real wealth. This creates decision paralysis. Too many conflicting opinions. You can't move forward. Here's the solution. Cut the noise. Only listen to people who have what you want. If you want to build a business, don't ask your uncle who's been an employee for 30 years. Ask someone who's actually built one. According to Stanford research, people who limit advice sources to 2 or 3 trusted experts make decisions 3 times faster with better outcomes. Pick 1 or 2 mentors, people who've done what you want to do. Listen to them. Block out everyone else. Trap number 5. Being too proud to learn. Arrogance is a wealth killer. You know the type. Thinks they know everything. Scrolls through educational content instead of absorbing it. Dismisses advice. These people rarely succeed, and when they do, it doesn't last. Why? The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. There's a concept called the iceberg principle. What you know is just the tip. The massive knowledge you don't know is hidden underwater. 2 people start businesses, same industry, same market. Person A thinks they've got it figured out, doesn't read books, doesn't watch tutorials, just hustles. Person B constantly learns, reads case studies, watches expert breakdowns, tests strategies. Within 2 years, Person A plateaus, Person B scales. According to Harvard Business Review, executives who dedicate 5 hours per week to learning new skills are 46% more likely to navigate industry disruptions. 5 hours, less than 1 hour a day. But most people don't. They think they're too busy, too smart, too experienced, and that's why they stay stuck. Trap number 6. Blaming everything but yourself. Here's a harsh truth. If you're not where you want to be, it's probably your fault. Not your boss's, not the economy's. Yours. Hard to hear, but it's also liberating. Because if it's your fault, you have control. And if you have control, you can change it. Most people pick up the magnifying glass instead of the mirror. The magnifying glass lets you focus on everyone else. Your boss who doesn't appreciate you. The government that's rigged. The unfair system. The mirror forces you to look at yourself, your decisions, your habits, your actions. Blaming others feels good. It protects your ego, but it destroys your future. Every time you pass blame, you give away your power. There's an old proverb. The person who blames others has a long way to go. The person who blames themselves is halfway there. The person who blames no one has already arrived. Successful people don't waste time blaming. They take responsibility and move forward. According to psychology research, people with an external locus of control earn significantly less over their lifetime than people with an internal locus of control. Same intelligence, same opportunities, different mindset, different outcomes. Stop picking up the magnifying glass. Pick up the mirror. Trap number 7. Staying comfortable. Your comfort zone is a prison disguised as safety. It feels nice, familiar, predictable, no risk. But there's also no growth, no opportunity, no wealth. According to research, over half of people admit they never leave their comfort zone, and 45% worry they'll regret it one day. They should be worried. Every successful person you admire got there by doing things that terrified them. Starting a business with no idea what they were doing, quitting a stable job, moving to a new city with no connections. Comfort kills dreams. Discomfort builds them. Think of your comfort zone like a circle. When you stay inside, it never grows. But every time you step outside, the circle expands. What used to scare you becomes normal. First uncomfortable thing: talking to strangers, then public speaking, then starting a business, then hiring employees. Each step expands the circle. Each step makes you more capable. Here's the move. Do one thing every week that scares you. Send that cold email. Post that video. Ask for that raise. Launch that side project. The goal isn't to eliminate fear. It's to prove you can act despite it. Let's wrap this up. 7 traps. 7 reasons most people stay broke while others build wealth. Chasing paychecks instead of skills. Buying status instead of assets. Doing everything alone. Listening to too many voices. Being too proud to learn. Blaming others. Staying comfortable. You're probably stuck in at least 3 of these right now. But now you know, and knowing is the first step. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Drop a comment and tell me which trap hit you hardest. And if this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe. We break down wealth building strategies every single week. Remember, the difference between people who build wealth and people who stay broke isn't talent or luck. It's choices. And you're one choice away from changing everything. Thanks for watching. Now stop watching and start choosing.